Hey everybody, it's in Las Vegas Scooters and Lifts, and today on my left I've got a Maxima, or parts of one or two. Alrighty, I'll explain what I'm doing here. As you can see, there's two back ends, one front end, all taken apart. So what I'm going to do is turn a Mark 1 into a Mark 2. And the difference between a Mark 1 and a Mark 2 is the Mark 1 has the charger built into the back. As you can see, creamish coloured box there is the charger. Has a different wiring system. And the Mark 2 has an S-drive controller with a built-in charge port on the tiller. So I'm going to change that Transaxle out of there, alter the wiring so it'll go into the Mark II, so I can use this as a rental. And it's got a few other problems. The tiller boot's all corroded away, you can't get these anymore, they're totally discontinued, but I've got an idea for that. You can see it there, that I might use. The tiller needs adjusting. It's I think it's lost its gas, so it's lost its gas, so I'll have to change that. But yeah, that's the idea. There were little wheels on it there just so I can roll it around there off a go-go, but I've got some wheels up there, two batteries, charger, a basket full of parts there for something else. But yeah, I've got all the parts that I need. I've already cleaned the carpet on it, that was absolutely disgusting. But yeah, first thing I've got to do is take that back end off and transplant it into there and change the wiring over. So I'll record that, taking it apart, and then show you how we get on with it. Alright, I've got this back end prep ready to accept the Transaxle from that one. I'll just give it a clean up. So the mounting bolts are just there, they're there. It doesn't have suspension per se, but it does have a rubber bushing just there. So I'll give you a bit of a softer ride. It's not like suspension springs, but I think I'll tighten that up because it's I'll check that one when I take the Transaxle out and see if it's that loose. If it is, then I'll leave it, but if it needs tightening, I'll tighten it. But yeah, I've got to put the anti-tip wheels on, put the Transaxle motor in there. The brake wiring is going to be easy. That's already been modified. I did a modification there, put that Transaxle in this one, but I mistakenly thought this was a Mark 1 front, but it's a Mark 2. So I'm going to take the Transaxle out of that frame. There's several ways you can do it. Like I say, you can just remove the Transaxle and remove the wiring, or you can remove this tray and just transfer the tray over to this frame. I didn't want to do that because that's the Mark 1 frame with a Mark 1 serial. I want to keep the serial for the Mark 2 together, since it's going to be a Mark 2. So, and then I can start working on this jumbled mess. And then yeah, I'll take this Transaxle out and the anti-tip wheels, and then the wiring's easy enough. It's just this 4-way plug. It's got your brake wires, are your 2 white and red and black, obviously your motor wires, but I'm going to do away with the motor wires and change the connector to the S-drive. So let's get this Transaxle out. Alright, so just 13mm, 4 of them, one there, one there, one there. You will need a wrench on the other side to stop the head of the bolt spinning. Bit awkward to get into. This one will be easy. This one not so much. yes, these do disassemble. Not that I would advise you to do it, because the parts are damn heavy. And yeah, I won't recommend it. So, to get into, I'm trying to take that wheel off. I'm going to just put those wheels on temporary. To get into, you can see it, not just there. Oh, sorry, you're on an angle. So this design was originally done by Merritt's. I think Pride bought the rights to it, to sell it. It's been going up until pretty recently. Last couple of years they reintroduced their own design. Need to remove the bolt. Yeah, I put this Transaxle in here a while ago, a long time ago, thinking I was going to rebuild it. I never got around to it. Okay, so brake handle holding it in place. All I'm doing is undoing the little knob on top of the brake handle, little round ball. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it out. I think I'm going to get it around the frame. Yeah, there it goes. Make sure I don't lose these bits. There it is. Some washer spaces. Okay, so that's it out of there. The only thing I need to do is remove these anti-tip wheels. I should put new ones on really. I don't think I've got another one. I don't got one. Alright, slight problem, but nothing that can't be fixed. So this bolt pattern here that bolts the transaxle to the frame, these are different on the Mark IIs. These are wider, so they must have changed the motor configuration, all these plates that bolt to there. But yeah, so I'm going to have to remove this part of the frame and replace it with that one. So yeah, these bolt patterns are closer to accommodate, so I've just got to undo that bolt, and the two suspension bolts there, and then replace that frame in there, and then the motor will fit. Okay, day 2 on the Maxima project. So I put the power cable on, got the correct connector, that's wired to the motor, that's connected to the brake. I'll tie that back using zip ties just to stop the wires rattling around. But I'll go in there, and then there's the other side, and I'll just go over this, just make sure everything's okay. Looks like it anyway. So yeah, there's the other connector there for the batteries. I haven't got a back thing for it. I broke it, but it doesn't really matter. Cosmetic. So that'll be going on there. Put the wheels on. They're on there, just on there lightly. I haven't tightened them up yet, but yeah. Put the motor in. That's all bolted in place. Put Loctite on all the nuts. Replace that frame piece that'll accept this motor. And then, yep, I also did those. The anti-tip wheels. I'll tighten that one up a little bit more. But yeah, then all I've got to do, like I said, put this cover on, put the screws on, tidy the wires up, and then start working on this front section. Right. Alright, the back end's all put back together, tighten those wires up, and I've put a little blanking plate over there just to cover it up. I don't want crap getting in there. WD-40 in these, that's where it goes into the frame, just there. And the locking handles all nice. Got the pins in place, one there, one there. I've gone over everything, it's all good. So, time to work on this front end. So I've got a couple of problems with this front end, a couple of minor issues, and like that rubber's hanging off of there. So I'll just put that back on there. I'm not worried about these bumps and scrapes. It's a rental. It's going to get beat to hell. This, I need to address this. That's the mechanism that folds the tiller. It's sticking a little bit. At the moment, it's working okay. I do have another one down here of a different version. You see, it's supposed to be over here. And at the moment, it's floating a bit too far that way, so it's slipping. The tiller's moving independently without moving that, so I'll just, maybe this cable just pulled a little bit. She turn signal relay, and yeah, I've just unclipped the top console, the front of the top console or tiller shroud there. Just unplugged it so I can get this boot off. This is the next thing I've got to do. It's the biggest thing. I've got to undo all this garbage. I've done one in another video. Absolute pain in the ass to do, because this thing's pretty heavy and it just flops around everywhere. It's alright when it's like this, but when it starts flopping around on you, it's absolute pain in the butt. But anyway, I'll get cracking on this bit, see if I can solve that problem. And while it's off, if I have to, I can alter it and change it for that one. But I'll have to remove all the wiring from this. This is an older version, Mark 1, different connectors to this version. You don't have that big plug on it there. So, and I will actually replace this, because it's got a hole in it. All of them have. They had a mirror put on them, but I'll take the good one off this side and put it on that side. Just make it look nice and tidy. Clean it all up, and then put it all back together. I've already cleaned the carpet. That was disgusting. It was black and crudded up, so I put it in soak and then scrubbed it and then used my carpet cleaner on it, and that got that up nice. And then reassemble and test it. So right, wish me luck on getting this off. All right, progress so far. As you see, here's my attempt at a rubber boot. It'll do. It's just to cover up the mechanism. It's only just to cover up the mechanism. It's not important. It's just superficial, just to cover up the wiring. Put these back on, put the lights back on, the switches back on. I've tested the horn on one side, but I didn't test the other. This side worked, but got the speed dial put back in. I've left it all open, apart from just 2 screws holding it together there, and the bracket holding the front on together, because I'm not sure if any of this works. I'm gonna have to put it together and test it, but yeah, everything's plugged in, ready to go. What else have I done? Yeah, fixed the key barrel that was unwired, and also the status light that tells you if there's any problems that would come out. So I glued that back in with the hot glue, and also tightened the key barrel up. Like I said, put that back on. I've got a handle for it here. Yep, Maxima throttle. Got one of those there. That's working now. This tiller adjust. I'm going to say it was pretty easy. It was really easy to do. So yeah, at least that's working now. It's holding in place. So cool. Don't think there's anything else. That's all ready to go there. I've got a red cover. Got a seat already. Like I said, the floor mat's already done. It's just a matter of cleaning up. There's all my screws. I need to fasten the tiller back together, but like I say, I want to test it first. Make sure that we haven't got any errors. You never know if the throttle or the speed dial's given up on it. And if it has, then I might be in trouble. Because this is a Mark 1 metal throttle and the other one's a plastic. I'm not sure if they're interchangeable or not, but I'll always find a way. But yeah, nothing more to do with this. Top and put it on. So yeah, it's got a few broken things there. I've got a spare there, but the corner's broken off it. So that's no good. I can maybe, if these come apart, I could probably use that one. But that's only superficial. Right, let's I'll put it together on just to test it anyway, just to see if it will work. Okay, I've got batteries, so let's put it together and see if it works. All right, so everything's okay, no error lights, brakes working, motors working. The only thing that is weird with headlights on, this side tail light, turn signals on, which is strange. And that's off. That's off. And that's not working either. The hazard lights. Oh, let's just make sure I've plugged everything back. Yeah. Well, that's not too bad, to be honest. As long as it drives, that's the main thing. I'm worried about lights. Not sure what it could be. I've even unplugged the flasher relay, see if it was that. That's the flasher relay plug there, but it's still illuminated when the lights are on. You can see barely lit there. And this is really dull on this side. You can't really see. But, right, I'll finish off cleaning it up. Put the throttle on to test it. It seems okay. Well, I got it done. It's all in perfect working order. Pulls like a freight train. Put it on charge last night. But yeah, it's all done. Came out really good. So this will be in our rentals. Got the seat on it. The lights are all working properly now. I figured that out. There was a wire that had broken in the back there, and it was causing problems. So got that working again. Everything works on it. Horns both sides. Lights, as you can see. Yep. Hazard lights, turn signals all work. So all good, all good. yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's a 3-day project, this was, but yeah, it's come out really good. But happy. As you can see, we haven't got many rentals in here. That's my stash of storage scooters. We've got one rental left there and a couple of backups there, and of course the Maxima. But yeah, it's APA season, American Pool Players Association. So Jenny's busy doing that this week and next week. So she's out there delivering scooters. All our rentals are out, about 28 of them I think are out at the minute, or 27 because we've got that spare one there. But yeah, usually this is full of scooters. So we've got another one on the books now. So 2 Maximas. We don't have many people that need them, but at least we've got 2 now. So like, share, subscribe this video if you like this sort of content. We appreciate any feedback that you've got for us. So any questions, drop them in the comments. So till next time, keep rolling. Bye now.